the live stream on my computer, and then I wasn't sure how to get it on my cell phone, so I'm on my cell phone now, and hopefully you guys will see this. Honey, do you see it?
There's nothing. You do have nothing.
I'm going to see.
There's nothing there.
I'm going to have to put it in there that tell them, or whoever. I got to type it in on my
I see
phone.
nothing.
Did you see what I wrote?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes it's just difficult.
Does that mean refreshed?
Yeah, I think so.
I did that before.
These are the parts you can't cut out, you know? I'm live out here.
I don't see
Oh, I
anything.
see me.
I don't see anything.
You're gonna have to go out.
I refreshed it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm upside down. Let's see.
There's nothing.
Sorry, guys. Let's see what happens if I turn it this way.
I don't see anything.
I don't like that. Let's go this way. Nope. I don't get why that's doing that. But, okay, I'm okay now.
Now I got a notification.
Do you?
Now I see it.
I don't know why it's like this. Sideways. Am I big or little on your side? Honey?
I'm typing.
Don't type till you help me figure this out.
Turn it around in a circle.
I know, but is it, I want it to be, you know, normal, not like up and down.
Which side? Looks like a ship collapsed. Looks like a ship fell on its side.
So I'm on the side. Is that better?
Now the ship righted itself, yes. That's
Let me
better.
see what, yeah, but you see, you're not seeing me. I want to be, this is like that other type of view. I want this type of view. Who's that?
I don't know. I see the bird had the text to me.
Hey guys.
I never saw you.
Hello. Hi guys. I didn't want this stream to be up and down like this, but I have another phone over here, so we'll see what happens. I'm sorry, this is like really weird. I started the live stream on the side. I mean on the normal way, but now it's almost looking like it's going up and down. I don't know if that'll work. I want to see the comments if I can see. Ugh, I might have to use another. Being a musician. All right. So, hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to Just an Ordinary Girl. Tonight we're gonna do some baking. So, my husband's in there. His name's Vegan Musician, and he'll probably help me out with the questions and stuff because it's a little difficult getting this all set up. So I pulled a recipe off of the internet, and it was for a garlic herb dinner roll. And I thought it was a pretty good one, but I'm not going to do the garlic and the herbs. I'm just doing a plain dinner roll. And then since it's kind of early yet for Thanksgiving, I'm going to just make the dough and then let it rise for like the hour that it needs. And then I'm going to make little balls out of it, and we're going to put it in the freezer. And then the next one we're going to do is a vegan apple walnut pie. So stick around, guys. It should be fun, I hope. Hello, everyone that's just joining. Thank you so much for coming over. And let's make sure everybody can see what I'm doing. And we'll get started here. So, can everybody see, honey? Is everybody able to see? All right, here we go. So, this is a mixture of white flour and wheat flour, but that's what we're going to use tonight. And it doesn't matter what kind of flour you have. So this recipe calls for it calls for 3 cups of flour, but I'm doubling the recipe, guys. So we're going to go ahead. This is all new. This is new to me. So I'm hoping that you guys can see it. If you can't see it, please let me know, and I'll try to move it a little bit. I have 2 phones running here, so hopefully you can see that. Honey, can you see that? Hello?
I see.
Can you see the bowl?
Yes.
You can see this bowl? Okay. All right, so the recipe calls for 3 cups of flour. We're going to just do 6, guys. And this is all I do is I put my scoop thing in there, and then I just use my finger to weigh it out. It's not a big deal. And that's 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully you guys are all doing well for the holidays, and maybe you can even chat what you guys do for the holidays. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of yeast. This is just an instant yeast, and I weighed it out before the show. So we're just going to dump that in there. And then I need 1 cup of warm water. This is, hopefully you guys will follow along. I probably ain't baking like me at 11:30 at night, but so we're going to do, let me go back and read. It says 1 cup of warm water. We're going to do 2 cups of warm water. And I just use plain tap water. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to let that run a little bit. Next, we're going to do 1/4 cup of sugar, but we're going to double that. Everything I do, we're just doubling. So that's 1, and that's 2. And then it calls for 1 egg, but we're vegan, so we don't use eggs. So I have what they call energy egg replacer, and you use 1½ teaspoons for 1 egg, and then it goes plus 2 tablespoons of warm water. That equals 1 egg. And so when I bake with this, what I do is I just stick the egg replacer right into my pot. I don't, or to my bowl. I don't measure the water and stuff out. You don't have to. You can add as you go. So remember I said 2 cups of warm water. Always test it. You know, you can put your finger in. You can even use the back of your wrist like that. Okay, so this here is a 2 cup. Yeah, it's a 2 cupper. So I just dump the water right on in. And the egg is, again, 1½ teaspoons, so I'm doing 3 teaspoons of energy egg replacer. And that's all you do. Hopefully you can see that the chat's coming right up in the middle, so I can't really tell. And the next ingredient for this, these are dinner rolls, so the next ingredient is the salt. I know I saw salt down here. So it's 1 teaspoon. We're going to double that to 2 teaspoons. So 2 teaspoons of salt. We did the egg, the yeast. We don't use butter, so we're going to use applesauce. So I like these little containers of applesauce. I don't know what that was. We're going to use this, and we're going to measure this out, and we're going to go from there. So when you're doing butter, like if you're doing butter in a regular recipe, you can do applesauce. That replaces the oil or the butter in this case. And it's 2 tablespoons, so we're going to do 4 of these. And I just dump it in. You don't have to be too precise. Okay guys, this is the fun part. Now, we're just going to use a hand, or you could use a spoon if you have it, but I'm Italian, man. I like to feel my dough. So I'm just going to do everything by hand. It's going to get a little messy up in here. But this should be fun. And what I'm doing here is I'm just rolling around and kneading it as I go. How many we have on chat, honey?
1.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you guys thumbs up and share so that more people will come in? Please. Thank you so much. So that's all I'm doing is just using my hands to knead it. I'm going to knead this for quite a while. I want to say 10 minutes, but I hope it ain't that long. It's just until everything gets incorporated. And so, yeah. I hope you're all having a nice time. And it's nice to have new friends. And subscribe, you know, and share if you can. And I have a little heater running in the background, so if you guys hear that little sound, that's what it is. But, yeah, see, it's starting to, tension's starting to build in here now. And I'm just going to keep rolling it and rolling it. Now, the recipe said, once I get it all rolled up, all kneaded up, then it says to let it sit for about an hour to 60 to 90 minutes until it is doubled. But this is kind of like what I like to do. It's just kind of knead it in the bowl. You can knead it on a table too, but I'm not going to. And then you're adding flour as you go because you don't want it sticky. Just like that. And just keep going. The more actually that when I first started making bread and buns and things like that, I was always afraid to actually knead it. But the more you knead it, I find the better off that your dough becomes. Just like that, it's starting to get a nice consistency now. You can use 2 hands if you want. So what's nice about this recipe is that you can, like I said, once I get this to raise, we're only going to raise it once, and then you're going to cut the dough in half and make balls out of them. And the balls will be, you know, just the regular dinner size ball. If we're still on, I don't know if I'm going to let it go that long for an hour, but once the dough's done raising, you make the balls in little circles like that. And then you can freeze them into your freezer until you need them. So if you, like for me, I'm going to freeze them because we're not using them until Thanksgiving. So the morning of Thanksgiving, then I will bring it out of the freezer and let it sit for about 3 hours till it thaws out, you know. And then from there, we'll bake it in the oven. And that goes 350 degrees for 16 to 20 minutes. And you could put it in a 9 by 13, grease your pan. Or in my case, I'll use parchment paper, and then you can put it in that. You could even, this recipe doesn't say this, but you could even do little cupcake pans and make little individual rolls like that too, if you want. So yeah, any questions? Let's see, oh, thank you so much for your support. Yes, it's been 3 months. I subscribed. Vegan, thanks. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription. Hopefully you're enjoying this little live stream. I've never done a live baking before, and I thought maybe it would be quite fun. I see the tension building up now, pretty good. See what the dough looks like? It's very easy to work with too. Maybe I'll hold the recipe up. Again, this is not my recipe. I just grabbed it off the internet, but if it comes out, I can hold it up. I'm just covering up the, I don't know if you can see that. But that's the recipe. You can screenshot it or something, but or rewatch, whatever you want to do. Okay, now like I said, it says to grease the pan, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it in there because it's got enough. It doesn't need oil. This is like a no oil thing, you know. So I'm just going to leave it in the bowl. I'm going to wash my hands and cover that up. The dough likes to stick, you know, but you always want to have really clean hands. Okay. We have paper towels on both sides of the kitchen, so that makes it nice. This kitchen's pretty big. So we have one there and one over here, which you can't see. Okay, so it says just to cover it with a towel and let it raise for 60 to 90 minutes. This is a clean tea towel, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna set it here. Usually I have my oven on. Right now we don't have the oven on, but it will as time goes on. Okay, just give me a minute here to clean up a little bit of this mess, and then we'll go right on into the next recipe. And hopefully you guys will follow along. So we're done with this flour. And if you have any questions, please leave them so I can see them. I love hearing from you all. Okay, I think that's cleaned up enough. Well, I guess I could wipe this off, because pretty soon we'll be using the stove, and then I'm gonna have, it'll be a little tricky on to where to put you. But until I have to do that, I won't. All right. Okay, so for the next recipe I have, it is my vegan. It was actually inspired. So I had two recipes that I was following, and it was inspired by both. So it's called a vegan apple walnut pie. I have shown this on my channel. You can just go back and look. It says vegan apple walnut pie. But we're going to start with the crust. And I wrote here that the crust was inspired by myquietkitchen.com. And then the apple filling that I'm going to use tonight was, it says apple filling used dinner at the zoo.com. So I guess dinner at the zoo.com was for the apple filling. But like I said, the vegan apple walnut pies on my channel, you can go back and look, see that video. It's not very long, I don't think. I never showed how to make it, so I figured tonight is a good night to try it. So I got to grab another bowl. These bowls are nice. These are very old too. I got them off eBay, but my mom used to have one. She had 2 of them, and they're really nice. So it says 1.5 cup of oat flour, 1/2 cup of brown rice flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 tablespoon of water. And then what we're going to do is we're going to whisk the dry ingredients and add water 1 tablespoon at a time. And then we're going to roll it out with parchment paper. And then we got to bake it at 350 for 5 minutes. And then add the filling and then bake again between 25 and 30 minutes. So to make oat flour, I need oatmeal. I like to use whole oats, but if you have instant oats, that'll work too. And I might end up having to use both because I didn't bring up extra, so it doesn't matter. You can combine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it. I'm going to bring my blender over here just so it's a little easier for you all to see. I think it'll be a little easier for you guys to see it. I see myself on a replay, so to speak, and it's funny. Okay, guys. So here we go. So 1.5 cup of oats. There's the half. That's a whole and a half. Oh, look, I don't even need that much. I thought I was going to need both oats, but I don't. Yay. I like to clean up as I go, too. It makes the baking a lot easier. Okay, so all you do is get your high-speed blender. I have a, this is a Blendtec, but I know people use Vitamixes too. Whatever you got on hand is fine. And all you want to do is kind of like pulse it. Yeah, that's the word I want to say. That's all. So we're going to pulse it, and then I'm just going to dump it in this bowl right now. That's all I actually need of this little blender, so I'll put it over there and we'll clean it up later. Okay, the next step is brown rice flour. Here's my brown rice flour, and I use Red Bob Mills. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to do 1/2 cup of that. And I'm just going to put it right on into the pot, into the bowl. It's a little bit much. Just dump it on in there. And then I need 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Here's what we use, the Orgo brand cornstarch. And it's just 1/4 cup. So when I cook, I don't actually measure things, but when I bake, you kind of have to get things right. And 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is the sugar, but I'm going to make sure it's 2 tablespoons. Because I don't think I measured that earlier. Now I gotta get my whisk. And I'm just gonna whisk the dry ingredients. And then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon at a time of warm water. So I have to take it over there, guys, but hopefully you can see. Just gotta get warm again. So I have written on a paper 14 tablespoons. About. I'm just counting and dumping. And mixing as I go. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. It looks like this. Kind of like a big ball of blah. But then you just take your finger in like this and kind of just get that down out of the whisk. And then what we'll do is just use our hand and we'll sort of knead it, just kind of like you would do bread dough. Because what you're wanting is just a nice, you know, nice crust that's going to hold together. This crust is delicious too, by the way. Oh, and in the meantime, make sure my oven's cleaned out. Like, I sometimes store things inside the oven, so you have to always make sure. I'm just going to put it on for 350, so it's going to get hot up in here. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now we got this. See, I got the water in there, and you can tell by the texture, it's not, you know, it's going to hold together. So just going to mix it with the hands and sort of make it into, you know, so it's going to hold together. You see, now we got it into a ball. Your crust is in like a ball. Now we're going to go over here to the table. And with a piece of parchment paper, you want to put a piece of parchment paper down. Just like that. Can you see that, babe? Can you see what I'm doing? I think you can. Yeah, okay, good. I just have to keep asking, but it looks like on my cell phone over here that it's pretty good. Okay, and now,
taking care of all the visitors.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys if you're just joining. We're making pie right now, and this is the crust. Hopefully if you just joined us, you'll make sure you hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you being here. So we're going to go ahead and put some flour on here, and I'm just going to go ahead and roll this out a little bit. You don't need too much flour on it either. You just want a little tiny bit. And so our aim is to get it as big as this with a little bit left over, you know. Hi, Alicia. I see you here. Who else is in here? Let me see real quick. Vegan musician. Let's see.
I got your back.
I want to say hi, everybody. Hi.
Okay.
I said hi to Alicia. Hi to Crubby the Beagle. Hi, Crubby the Beagle. Welcome. Hi, Sierra Dear Surfew. Oh, man, I think I messed that up. Hello.
Going round and round. Are you back?
Okay. And let me see if anybody else is here that I missed.
I'll let you know. You're there.
Let's see.
Going around.
Fidiz. I think that's how you pronounce it, Fidiz. Welcome, guys. Thank you for stopping over tonight to see the live stream. This is my very first one. If you guys like this stuff, let me know because, you know, maybe I'll do more of them. So, is there lag? Should I hold up a minute? Are you guys fine? Can you still see me? I see me. It is a little laggy.
More lag than before. Yeah.
Let's see. We don't want lagging. But tell me how bad we're lagged, or should I just keep going? Do I need to turn off the 4G? You think if I turn the 4G off?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm going to try that, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, the 4G's off. Hopefully that'll take care of the problem. Is that all right now?
Typing, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I was okay with it.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks, Alicia, for telling us that everything's good. Okay, good. Yes, I'm new here, but I'm also epic family friend. Oh, great. Great to have you here. Thank you for coming, both of you. We love friends. Do you have a channel too, Krubby the Beagle? Are you the Beagle, or is, wait a minute, maybe I do know you. Are you a channel that has a beagle in it? Wait, I think I have seen your videos. Anyways, I'm just going ahead and rolling this out. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick either. See right now the thickness is pretty thick, so we want it thinner than this.
That's about 13 seconds lag, I counted.
Oh, okay. Well, they said it's fine, so we're just going to keep going. Sometimes there is a lag, I think, on other, you know, things too. So the object is to try to get this in a perfect circle. But when I start talking, I can't concentrate.
No, I got it.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing here. Can you guys hear Vegan Musician?
You do your show, I'll do your show.
Okay.
You can talk, but don't feel pressure.
Okay.
They want to learn.
Oh, good, good. Okay, all I'm doing is rotating the paper as I go around, and then I just keep light pressure on the rolling pin. Just like that. And just as I keep going around. And like I said before, the object is to get this size. And if I put it down, it's still not quite big enough yet. So I got to keep rolling. Sometimes if you have too much thickness on one side, you just kind of go from the middle and drag your rolling pin outwardly. That's what's nice about having the parchment paper, is you can consistently turn your paper like this around. Oops. I want to get back to the live chat. Good. All right. So, guys, is it late in your area? where you're at, because it is actually 12:09 here in the morning. But we are night owls, and so we kind of, I said, oh well, I've been wanting to do this all day, but I cleaned the house and did laundry and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, I'm never going to get to bake. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying. You just keep measuring it by putting your thing down, you know, like this. Because you want it to have it enough, you want it to have it wide enough. Can you see? You want to have it wide enough so that you have enough, when it goes down in, that you have enough to bring up over. And you don't want it too thin, but it's still kind of thick, so I'm good. I'm just going to roll it around here and get it going. Hopefully I'm teaching you something. Oh, the oven's already ready for us. And then the next part we're going to do is get the apples out and cut them up and get them ready. So are you got any of you guys in here vegan? Oh, it's 11:09 there. Oh, good. So you're only like an hour behind us. Life? Oh, absolutely would love to see a music lesson too. Oh, great. Well, I'll tell Vegan Musician. Oh, you're talking to him. That's okay. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you guys are talking. I just didn't want to ignore anybody. So, like my shirt, by the way. I got this whenever the pandemic first hit. It says, stay 6 feet away. I don't know what the back says. I can't remember what the back says, but I actually had it made online. Oh, thank you so much. This is, like I said, our first time of doing a live stream at night as far as baking goes. I've done gardening videos at night when we planted some of our garden. Okay, guys, I think this is good enough. So what I'm going to do is just put the pan over top of the dough like this. And then very simply, I hope, I'm going to put my hand underneath and turn it this way. See how I did that? I just kind of flipped it. And now I'm going to lift it up a little bit just so I can maneuver it. I'm going to press it down into the pan like this, going all the way around. That's what I love about parchment paper. You can do this nicely. You sort of do it like if you're making like a cheesecake, sort of, you know. And we'll see what we got now when I take this off. So here's what I have. It's kind of hanging off, right? No problem. I'll show you what I do. So you get out a trusty old knife, and then I just gently take off the outside edge. Just cut the outside edge off. Oh, good. You like the t-shirt. Yay. Oh, good. Yeah, I had that made specifically for the pandemic. You know, I thought it was kind of fun. And I was like telling everybody, stay 6 feet away. We'll still wear masks from time to time if we're going to a grocery store or something. Because you don't know. You know, I guess the pandemic is still here, but... I just want it to be over, really. So now what I want to do is I'm using these little pieces that I just cut off, and I'm just kind of going around the pan where I think it might need a little more dough. And I'm just, see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of pressing it in to the, as I go around, just kind of pressing it in, because I don't really want to waste. But I might not need that much, because actually I forgot I was going to do something to the top with a little bit of the extra. So I think I'll I'll just go around and see if there's any more places that I think needs a little more thickness. And other than that, I'm going to use this for the top of the pie. It's been it's been a minute since I made this, so hopefully you guys will try it out. It is pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is just kind of go around the pie and flute it. And how to flute it, you just kind of take your knuckle and you pressing it inward like this, and then you take the other hand and you're going to pinch, sort of like that, all the way around. The best you can. I'm not that great at this, but I can do it. Oops, that piece fell off. And if it doesn't turn out like beautiful, that's okay too, because it's just for us. And we might have a friend come over if it doesn't snow. We're supposed to get snow. So I know if you watched the last video I posted, which was actually earlier today, it was our big shopping haul. It was $144 it ended up being. But we got stuff for Thanksgiving, and also stuff for you know, for the rest of the week. Like we got bananas, and we got a bunch of tofu. The tofu itself is expensive. Well, it was like $2.99 a package, so that turned out to be we had 6 because I make a tofu turkey, and because we don't use, you know, real turkey, so I do tofu turkey, and it turns out delicious. Okay, so that's all you do for that. And I believe, yeah, you poke holes at the bottom, just a little bit, just air holes. So just like this with a fork, and kind of just go around the inside of your bottom of your crust. I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh, is that you? Yes? You can, yeah.
Maybe
He's asking. Oh, he wanted me to say I was a professional baker at one time. But you know what? A lot of things, honestly, in the bakery came in pre-made. So like the crust would come in pre-made, and the dinner rolls, and you know, your hamburger rolls, your hamburger buns, all that kind of stuff came in already made, and all we had to do was put them on a tray and bake them. So you didn't learn that much. We learned a little bit, like how to make Italian bread and how to make donuts and stuff like that. So a lot of this, though, I learned on my own or through cookbooks, you know. Plus the baking skills really help. Anyways, we're gonna I have the oven on 350, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this in for 5 minutes. I gotta put my little timer on over here. And I gotta have a cup of coffee. Do you guys have coffee? If not, why don't you grab yourself a cup of coffee and continue watching. Maybe you guys drink tea, whatever you like to drink. This here dough I'm going to use for the top, so we're just going to save this. Okay, next. Now we're going to do the apple filling. I'm just going to wipe us up a little tiny bit. Just hang on. So I do that little bit of cleaning, and then we're just going to get the filling ready. I might be doing this backwards, but that's okay. That's okay. You can do the pies any which way you want. You don't have to follow a rule. There's no really rules to it. But if you have the filling made first, that's good too. Some things I probably should have had prepared, like, you know, the apples or something. But I kind of wanted to do it all from scratch to show you guys how I do things around here. Like, you know. So you guys know whenever you see an edited video, you're not seeing, you know, everything that a person does. You're just seeing, you know, what they edit it down to. And it takes a lot longer when you're making a recipe video because you have to clean your utensils and your things that you're working with. So this kind of shows you you know, step by step, real life, you know, and that kind of thing. The only thing I'm not showing you is my dish strainer, because I needed all the room in here to bake. So I kind of got rid of the dish strainer. And I'm washing these utensils up. And usually I sing when I bake. It's so weird, but we love to sing in this house, and so I'm always singing something, you know. Or I'm trying to learn how to sing. So I'm just going to leave those there on the clean side. Let me wipe this up too. You always want to make sure you clean flour, you know, flour off everywhere. And never ever eat flour or dough that's raw. If you didn't know that, but most of you guys probably know that. If you have any questions, let me know. Hi Otis, hi Joe. This is a little different than music, but we thought we'd come on and do a little baking tonight. I love your music. All your music. Yeah, let's see. Did you see my silly tune comment I left on the community post? No, I didn't, but I will go back and check that out. I was mentioning this earlier, but if anybody's ever like, you know, dealing with depression, or they get sad or whatever, you know what I mean, for whatever reason, or you just want to talk, or maybe you guys want to do a collaboration, we can do that too. If you feel like it, you know, you want to write something private or whatever, you can I have my email address there. It's JustAnOrdinaryGirl466@gmail.com. And, you know, if you guys want to connect that way, and we can, you know, like, so if you are in the music, maybe we could do a music collab sometime. Or if you want to do baking, or maybe a cooking video, and you want to do a collaboration. I think that way, you know, that gets us out there a little more, and people do love doing collaborations, because then my subscribers will come to your page, and your, you know, subscribers come to my page, and just share the love, you know. We are Christians, so, you know, that, not that it matters, but we're Christians, so, you know, it's not going to be like nasty stuff, I guess I'm trying to say. We try to keep it clean, you know what I mean? Okay, guys, let's go ahead with the apple filling. So this is four apples sliced thin. Then we're going to need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 3 cups of water, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Then you got to mix that with the water first. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of applesauce. And then we're going to drizzle the lemon juice. And that is our little timer saying that the crust is ready. So I'm just going to take that out and just let it sit. Up here. Ooh, it looks nice too. Here, let me show you. So it just came out of the oven. It's nice and hot. We're just going to let that sit up there, and I'm going to go ahead and get my apples. It doesn't matter what kind of apples you want to use. You can use whatever you have on hand. Right now we have 3 bags of apples. And we get ours in like little totes like this. And so I'm just going to get 3 out. And no, hubby's not on the camera. So I have one camera right here that you're looking at. And then I have on this side, I have a cell phone. This is my old cell phone, so I loved it. I didn't give it up. So here I have the comments, and he's actually in the living room, and he's on his computer, and he's typing to you guys. So yes, you can say hello to him. He says right there, I'm on my laptop handling the chat. He's like my moderator in case we got any bad people in here, you know, anything like that. Any trolls. I never had to deal with any trolls, so here's the apples. I'm gonna just wash them. You know what? He kind of didn't want me to go live tonight, but he loves it. He enjoys the moderating. I have to get my little scrub brush. Sorry. So I have a little brush that I use on it. And we will be peeling the peels off too, so it's not like, you know, you have to use that. So I'm just getting my peeler and a knife here. And if you have any questions, you guys can let me know. We had a big compost out here earlier, and I told him, I said, honey, you're going to have to take that compost and get rid of it, but the ground was frozen. And so I don't know if he left it on top or where he put it, because the ground's frozen, so we're not going to be able to compost, so I just put it in a little bowl for now. But yeah, so we've been having bears around here, and so we had a black bear, and he went into our coverall. It's this big outside tent type thing that you can store, you know, lawnmowers in or whatever you want to store that's outside. We do a lot of gardening stuff, and he went out there today, and that bear came over and it tore the whole outside of the coverall off. Inside, like it opened the door and got inside, and it tore off the inner one that I had. So those doors are known for breaking and everything like that, but it did break pretty bad. And the bear, I don't know how the bear got in there, but he got in there, and he had the tarp. I made it out of tarp. The door, inner side of the door, I made it out of tarp and Velcro. And he got in there and he tore that tarp and he dragged it through the neighbor's yard. So we had to go and chase it down, and now I have to get a new solution. So I went out and bought some double-sided tape from Walmart, and I'm hoping that it'll hold up, because what happens is we get a lot of snow and wind, and what happened was the wind will rip the tarp door off, the one I made, you know, or we made. Don't leave your, he says, yikes, don't leave your kitchen door open, especially while cooking. Oh, no, it's not open now. We got it locked up tighter than a drum. But, yeah, so, I don't think that the bear actually came up to our front area, because the way, so I'm pointing, but you can't see it, but the driveway's sort of in the back, and then it comes up a big hillside, and then there's a gate there, and inside the gate we have a little courtyard, and so that bear would have to get up over that fence to get in there to get the front door. So we're pretty protected, but he did go to the rear door, to the basement door. He's been down there. I have a little I have one of those cameras that you can put down there, but all it does is it takes a snapshot of the outside. It's not like a video. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but it would be nice. Hopefully they'll start going into hibernation. Okay, so I'm just getting a cutting board, and I'm just gonna slice these apples up. Kind of all I do, and I like don't waste apples, so I kind of get it as close to it as I can. So I cut 4 sections like this, and yeah. So how's the weather in your guys' area? Are you guys having snow or just rain, or is it sunny? Did you know how to make apple juice out of the peels and core apples? you can store in the freezer until you're ready to use them too. I haven't done it yet. Our chickens love apples, so I saved the peels. Oh, no, I never made juice out of that, but that sounds like I could just probably throw them in a blender with a little water. Not the seeds, because the seeds, you know, are dangerous. But, of course, the peel, and yeah, I'm going to try that. Of the cores of the apples. Oh, so you have to take the, I guess you'd have to take the seeds out, right? Because you wouldn't want to eat those. We just actually met some guy that he told us, he said that his friend was dying of cancer. And so what the friend did was every day he would eat an apple seed. And the apple seed killed him. It wasn't the you know, it wasn't anything else. You know, now I'm going to save these because you're saying that. I'm just going to see what happens.
Too much cyanide.
Oh, too much cyanide, yes.
Use a couple of apple seeds you've done.
Okay, so all I did was slice them kind of thin, you know, like that. I'm just going to stick them in this bowl right now. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I think you're just supposed to boil them and then strain off the cores and peels. Oh, the whole apple. Is that what you mean, the whole apple? You just do that? I was thinking you just put that in the blender like the peels. But I never heard that. But you know what's funny? So we love orange juice. And we go to the store yesterday to get all this stuff for Thanksgiving meal. And I said to him, I go, man, I love orange juice. He loves orange juice. And we love this certain brand. I'll show you real quick what it is. This Simply Orange. And so we went and got 2 of these. And then we didn't know this, but we ended up having 2 already in the refrigerator. So now we have 4 of those containers of orange juice, and it's just the 2 of us here. I said to him, you better start drinking orange juice, honey.
I should have some straw.
That was funny. And they had apple juice at the store for $2, guys. $2 for a big thing of it. And so that was nice. We ended up getting 2, and then I had 1 down in the basement as storage, you know, because we love that, just to have it to drink. I mean, normally I'm just drinking coffee, but I know. It's funny. Sell. Yeah, I should sell it. Maybe I'll put him out there and do a little orange juice stand. Wouldn't it be funny, like a little instead of a lemonade stand, we do a little orange juice stand. But it'd be kind of funny now with the snow coming down around him. Quarter cup. Oh, we're silly. Yeah, about the apple seeds. Oh, a cup of apples will get you. You will be a chef and a retailer. Yeah, that's true.
Retailer.
A chef and a retailer.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys enjoying the live?
Only one had to leave, the guy from Turkey.
Oh, he did. Aw, that's okay though. Maybe he'll come another time.
He's from the capital, Ankara.
That's right.
I knew that he was from.
Okay.
I guess the time it is.
All right, I guess I'm going to get my pot out that I use so we can cook this down. Okay, so you just got to get yourself a pot and just stick your apples inside it like that. And then you can use fresh lemons, but I didn't squeeze any. Pour me. I didn't squeeze any today. But I have this. I can cheat with a little lemon juice. Oh, these things can be tough, but I got it. Okay, so just gonna, can you see? I'm not gonna move this apples out of the way so you guys can see. I don't understand why the live stream's up and down and not sideways, but I'm glad that you guys can see it on the on your phones.
On the upload.
So I'm just gonna dump in 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. 3 cups of water. So here's 2 cups in this thing.
How long's it gotta go?
What's that, honey?
Oh, it's gotta go.
Okay, thank you so much for stopping in, Joe, and hopefully we'll see you again. Thank you so much. Have a good night and have a nice Thanksgiving. He says, okay, guys, saw you were live, but early day tomorrow. Late now. Awesome couple. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Anybody, too, that's on here, check out Otis. Otis is Oates. He does a lot of his original music and stuff like that, and you might, find something interesting. I should have given you guys wrenches, too, so you guys could have shared your... I don't know quite sure how to do that yet, where you share each other's, handles. But, okay, so here's the 3rd cup of water. I did 2, now that's the 3rd. And then we're going to need a 1/2 cup of firmly brown sugar pack. I have to grab that. That's down here in my baking cupboard. But I got it. No biggie. I don't know how to give people wrenches, honey. Do you? When they're on a live stream like that?
I don't know if it should be done in the live stream, it should be done before or after, I think.
Oh.
Not during. You're a little busy.
Yeah, no. But I'll figure out how to do that. And then we can help each other grow by giving you guys a wrench, and then you can share your link. I guess that's how they're doing it. That people do it. I see it done, but I don't know how to do it.
That depends on the channel.
Oh, really?
Well, where I'm on, it's 300 to 800 people, and there's only 5 mods, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
So he has his reasons for not giving out right.
Oh.
But that's a more serious channel, where Ukraine, and I told him about it.
Uh-huh.
Just don't, I don't know.
Well.
Some channels give out wrenches, and some give out just enough.
Yeah.
Maybe at 200,000 K, he doesn't need to do what you need to do to grow.
Right.
He's already there.
Right. Okay, so
Just guessing.
just firmly pack your brown sugar and just dump it in the bowl. And 1/2 cup of regular white sugar. I keep wondering why I pre-measured that sugar, and I'm hoping I didn't need it for the buns. But I don't think so. Okay, dumping that in. And now I need 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'll need nutmeg, which I didn't get out either. That's over here. Cinnamon. Oh, that's cumin. I have 2 spice racks, one up here and one down there, and sometimes it's tricky. Like, where did I put this? Cinnamon. Wait, I'm looking for the nutmeg, guys. Hold on. I should have been a little more prepared, but you live and you learn. I can't seem to find my nutmeg. Nutmeg, where is you? You know what? I don't think nope, here it is. I found it. Yay. All right. nutmeg. Okay. 1/8 a teaspoon. I'm just gonna dump 1/8 of a teaspoon.
It's you and Al right now.
Okay, good. I'm glad she's on so long because she's a night owl like us. Yay! My spice cabinet is an absolute wreck. You know what? Mine is too, really. I was so surprised to see, so I don't know if you saw that video that I did where I cleaned out this whole cabinet and I did all that. And it was nice. I did a good job, honestly. And then I was going to do this shelf here. And I never got to it. And there's so much. And every time I go to grab one thing out, like 10 things will fall out at you. It's like, no. So, okay. So now I have 1/2 a teaspoon of cinnamon. Just dumping that in. And 1 teaspoon of applesauce. I'm like, where did I put it? There it is. I knew we had some left over from the bread. It's kind of strange how you would put applesauce in with apples. But it is what it says. That's for the oil. That's replacing oil, it says. Okay. Drizzle lemon juice over apples and set aside. Oh. Okay, I did that wrong. I didn't do that. Add the rest of the ingredients in a pot and simmer for 5 minutes. I should have followed my directions, but you know what? It is what it is. So we're going to see. Hopefully this will turn out. But normally, so you, instead of doing what I did, you would just soak your apples first. But I didn't. But it'll still be good, I think. Now I'm just going to turn the stove on. And we're going to cook this. I'm going to move this pie crust. Can you see the stove? No. Let's see if I can angle you down without dropping my phone. There. That's good. I'm going to turn this on. Stir it up a little bit. And get her going. Okay. Let that cook, and let's check on this. Does anybody know how long it's been since we've been on live?
67 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Now you know
Boy, time goes by fast when you're having fun.
Now I understand somebody didn't watch why they go so long life.
Yeah, exactly.
It just flies.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It's on
so
your mystery man today.
I guess what I'm going to do is clean this up a little bit. And we're going to look at this. Oh, look at this bread. Yeah, let's look. Ain't that nice? See? I'm going to let this go a little bit longer. It's almost doubled in size, guys, since we started. It said 60 to 90 minutes, so we'll let this go. We're going to let this cook, and I'll clean up this mess, and we can talk about something, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm trying to think what to talk about next.
I'll just let it happen.
Yes, I was doing pretty good, I thought, until I'm running out of things to say, because I don't know.
I never run out of things.
Can you hear Vegan Musician when he's talking? He's in the living room.
I'm trying not to mumble. Look.
He's trying not to mumble, but
I can get a bull on.
I always say the same thing. Time just flies when you're doing, oh yes, when you're having fun. Exactly. I think I'm still going to need the sugar, so we're going to leave that out. And I'm going to leave the cinnamon. Yes, it is. It's flying by. So, you know what really intrigues me about your channel is how you guys can survive on so little. So I know as a, I don't know if you can see me, but as a YouTuber, did I say as a YouTuber? I mean as a, you know, a family of 7.
Wow.
You know, it really amazes me how you guys can go on like so little money and you make things and so good, you know. I'm going to let this up so you can see. Where's the chat? What happened to the chat? Large. There we are. My phone is hilarious. Having fun. I hear most of what he says usually. Oh, good. Yeah, I can't tell on here whether or not you can, you know.
I want to be at the computer that will help people more, and I had
Yes.
wanted to do it.
That was really I'm really happy that you did that.
Reminds me.
I'm happy that we have people here. You know, I was really.
Didn't know what to
So
expect.
my fear was going live and not having anybody show up because we've had that happen many times, and it's always like a bummer when we have nobody to talk to, and it's like we're talking to ourselves. But I guess it is what it is, you know. People have lives and they're busy, and I understand that.
I didn't think anybody come and be in Thanksgiving preparation, and more are here than join us at the lake that time.
Yes.
I'm sure she hears me now.
So basically what you want to do is cook this down till it gets a little bit soft. And I'm cleaning up the mess. And I'm going to save these just to see what happens. Oh, you said to put it in, you think just to boil this? I feel like funny. You see, you said you think just to boil this and strain it? Maybe we should try it. I don't know if you boil the seeds though. Maybe I'll pick the seeds out. Or is that going off topic? But I mean, since we're waiting, maybe I'll just take the seeds out and see what happens. Because it's not like you're going to eat the seeds anyways. I think it would be fun to try. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it open just to try to get the seeds out. One of my friends boiled her apple peels in cores and said it made apple juice, and it looked like it too. And she said it was really good. I think I'm gonna try it. Just to see. Instead of throwing them out, I don't have very many here. I only got 4, but oh. But I'm taking the seeds only because I don't know. It just seems like it'd be something we could do. We're trying it out. This can be our experiment tonight. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see. Okay. I'll get a little pot. We'll put it in and boil it up and just to see what happens. All right, so there's my pot. I'm going to put the peels in because they were well washed, but I'm going to run them under water a little bit. This ought to be fun. I'm straining off a little bit just to make sure I've got all the soap, you know, but I did. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick her on, and we're gonna see what happens. Let me move this out of the way. And I gotta wipe that flour off there. So what are you having tomorrow? So what are you having for Thanksgiving? Are you baking anything? Yes, the seeds are bad. So let's put it on the back burner on high. And let me show you what that looks like. See? There they are. I'll put it this way. Okay, now let me show you this one. All right. Okay, now I'm just going to toss the seeds out and everything. We'll see what happens. This will be a fun experiment. I put some water in there and we'll make some juice. Green bean casserole, dressing, and my kids requested we make chocolate pizza. Ooh, chocolate pizza sounds delicious. That sounds good. Guess what we're having? Green bean casserole too. We're gonna have that. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. I'm gonna make just baked jams. I'm gonna do my tofu turkey. I put that up in the community post if you ever want to see that video that shows you exactly how I'm gonna make it. And yeah, I think that was it. I wrote down maybe, dinner rolls that we're making tonight. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think that'll be good with the pie, with the apple pie. I was going to do pumpkin pie, but I wasn't sure because we're having tofu turkey. And with my apple pie recipe, you're supposed to use tofu in that too. And I says, ooh, that might be a little too much tofu, you know, because I don't want to have too much tofu because it is quite fattening. I'm just stirring this as I go. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. I forgot how long to boil this for. Oh, it says to boil 1 minute. But again, I didn't do it the way I normally do it. So you were supposed to drizzle the lemon juice over the apples and then set that aside. Then you were adding the rest of the ingredients to the pot and simmer for 5 minutes, stirring often. Bring to a boil for 1 minute. And then it was said add the apples to cook for 10. But I'm doing it a little bit backwards. So I'm just going to cook this. I'm going to put my timer on and give it about 8 minutes. Oh yeah, I forgot too. Oh wait, did we put cornstarch in there? Does anybody remember? Because I totally forgot. I kind of think we did.
I posted a link about fruit seed poisoning and cyanide.
Oh, did you? Oh, good. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you for that link. Yeah.
Always allow links, yeah, because it can be interesting.
Yeah, I think I do allow links, right? Okay. Okay, good. You know, I think I added cornstarch already, but I was supposed to mix that with water. I hope this turns out. I got distracted. I was talking. If it doesn't thicken, I'll just mix the cornstarch again. I truly don't even remember. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna take some walnuts now and I'm gonna crush that. I always make a big meal, you know, kind of like a big feast. And it's usually just him and I, because our family is kind of not around us. So basically his brother's in a different state, my brother's in a different state, and you know, they all have their own families and stuff, and our parents are both deceased, so we don't have that. So it's just usually us. And that's okay, you know. Yeah, I'm hoping to have, remember that girl that I had on, she had done a poem. I'm hoping to have her over, because she doesn't have anybody, you know, in her life. She's sort of alone, and she had just lost her stepdad, and so I kind of feel sorry for her too, you know, that because nobody should have to be alone on Thanksgiving or any time of the year, really, but especially the holidays, because that's where people get more depressed, you know, when they're all alone. And so that's kind of why I want to have her over, and because we had a really good time the last time we were together. We went out to eat and did things like that. So that was really, it was really nice. It was fun for her, and it was fun for us too.
A few videos back.
Yeah, a few videos back. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and crush some of these. And if that doesn't thicken up, we're going to have to add more cornstarch, because I think I did add cornstarch all in that pot, but that's kind of not how you're supposed to do it. I don't think you added the cornstarch to the apples. No? I think only to the pie crust, but I could be wrong. Oh, we usually have a big feast too, but this year it's just us, and although we are a crowd, we just gonna have our favorites. Good job. Yeah, that's what you have to do, you know. I mean, so it's been him and I for like a long time, and I said, you know, because like I said, everybody's got their own lives and their own things they're doing, and we don't really travel too much, so it's just like, you know what, that's okay. Just let, you know, everybody do their thing, and it doesn't matter. What matters to me is having something, because if you're living alone, or if you're by yourself, it's nice to have you know, the same things that everybody else is kind of having, you know, like a turkey if you're, you know, if you're not vegan. For us, it's the vegan turkey, but it's the sides, it's the dressings, you know, it's the getting up early in the morning and watching the New York parade. You know, I love doing that. The Macy's parade. I'm sure your kids love that too, right? Like, I used to love that as a child.
Where does she live?
I'm not quite sure. I know she's from the South. I want to say, I don't know. So where are you from, if you don't mind saying? I mean, if you do, that's okay too. We always tell everybody New England for us, because we are from New England. Yes, we love the Macy's parade. Oh, good, yeah, I love it. I watched it. So I'm 48, but I've watched it since I was a little kid, since I was probably your kids' age, and I just love it. Oh, you're in Arkansas. Oh, I never ever been there. My husband, he's a geography buff. He knows pretty much everything.
Pretty much of a drive. It's a lot warmer than here.
Oh, he says it's a lot warmer than here.
Probably weather is good.
So do you guys get snow there at all?
Not too much.
Am I that lagged, or is it? Honey, what do you see me doing
Number 13.
on the live stream?
I see you rolling.
Oh, do you? Okay, on my cell phone, it's not showing that. It's showing like I'm holding a
But I
piece of
see you
paper.
shaking something.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing is,
Now I'll count the seconds.
basically all I did was just crushed a bunch of walnuts. I'm going to get that cornstarch back out. Because She said I didn't use it, and I probably didn't. I don't even remember. Barely a couple years ago, it was warm enough on Christmas Day to wear shorts. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so lucky. You guys are lucky. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do the cornstarch now. I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and I'm gonna add a little water. And it was a third of a cup, because this isn't thickening up. And I did, like I said, messed up, so.
You must have known him.
I think my honey been to Florida when it was on Christmas, wasn't it, babe?
Yeah.
So he was in Florida on
As a
Christmas
kid.
as a child, and he said it was so warm there.
From New York City, 23 degrees, and I arrived at Miami at 78.
Ah, that's crazy to me.
Back in the day.
So I put the third of a cup in here. Ooh, I better turn this down. This is that boiled apple juice.
I can tell you how leg, if you do one sort of action and then I'll count.
Okay, I'll hold the bag up.
Okay.
He's gonna see how long we've been. I'm gonna test this just to see if these apples are cooked.
12, 13
Okay.
seconds.
Oh, yeah, these apples are well cooked. So we're gonna take them off. Turn that down. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and add the cornstarch. It says mix with water or it will clump, so we don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna mix a little water in with the cornstarch. Okay, I just removed it from the heat, but I'm gonna add this cornstarch in here now. And then just gonna bring this back up to a boil. Cause see what happened? Well, it's hot enough. I don't even have to bring it to a boil. Look at it. Can you see that? It's like thickening up right as we speak. It looks pretty good. All right. Maybe I should leave it there just a second more. I want to see. Yeah. So this is like it's looking pretty thick. All right. I'm just going to remove that. Now, all I'm going to do is throw it into my shell. Pour that right on in there. And it'll turn out however. You know, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out since I didn't do the lemons first. But I think it'll be good. I still think it will. Now comes the fun part. I'm just going to add a little more cinnamon. Because I like a little cinnamon. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can see. Woo! Might be a little too much, but that's good. Now I'm going to take the remaining of the pie crust dough that we had. And I'm just going to sprinkle this over top. Just like this. I'm just rolling it with my fingers just to crumble it, sort of. Thank you. Yes, I'm hoping it's going to turn out real good. And then we're going to put the walnuts on top of that. These are the crushed walnuts that you saw me crush with the rolling pin there. And then this gets baked, I think I said 25 to 30 minutes, but let me double check. It might not be that long. Let's check. 25 to 30 minutes, yep. I'm going to put a little bit more on. I might even add just a sprinkle more of sugar too. Just on top. It says, I make a caramel apple dessert pizza the other day. It was so good. I will definitely try your apple pie recipe. Oh, good. Yes. You know what? You can grab the recipe right on my channel. Just look up vegan apple walnut pie. So I just took a little bit of sugar here and I'm just sprinkling it on top. And that should be good. And I'm going to bake it because I think pies taste good like a couple days in advance. I mean, we're not too far into Thanksgiving, you know, so yeah, so we're just going to have to not eat it tomorrow. I'm just going to have to let it wait another day, but this is easy enough to touch now. I'm going to go ahead now. See the pie? Yay. And I'm going to put it in the oven. And we're going to bake this sucker for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, let me set my timer.
Guess we won't need the heater very much now.
Okay, now let's look at this experiment. Thank you. If anybody sees this on the replay, this is Al's. Let me get your channel name right. Al's Epic Family Life, and she told me that her friends did this where they put the apple peels and the cores right in some water, and then we're going to strain it to try to make an apple juice. And so this has been boiling about 10-15 minutes now, and I'm going to go ahead and take it off, wash my hands, and we're going to strain it and see what happens. Guys, if you see this on the replay, please go over there and give Al subscribe and like and share her content too. She's a great supporter of mine, a great friend, and hopefully you guys will enjoy her channel. She does a lot of budget cooking videos, and she has kids and a family of 7, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I know I do, and I'm learning quite a lot from you guys, from your channel, Alicia. It's such a pleasure to meet somebody that is really self-conscious. I mean, you know, conscious on how to save money in this crazy world where the prices are so extremely high. It's nice to see somebody out there doing something where they can help save people money, you know. I wouldn't mind getting into that too. I see, I just don't know where to start, you know, on something like that, because where we live, it's very, we live in a very quaint area, and so we don't have a lot of the shops and things around there that you may have close to you. But we do have a Walmart, but it's like 25 to 30 miles away. We do have a grocery store, though, but we're sort of in the boondocks. Well, yeah, it's a little supermarket, but you know, like some of these chains, like Whole Foods and things like that, we don't have those kind of things. So we basically have a very small Dollar Tree and, like I said, a grocery store. We have another type of store, but it doesn't really sell too much food. It sells some food, but So none of the popular brands anyways. So I'm cleaning this up, and then we're going to get the straining thing out, and we're going to strain this and see what it's like. And I do have ice, so maybe we can put it on ice, and I could taste test it and see how it turned out. That was very fun to try our little experiment, because I love apple juice. I hear myself as like a lag.
It's staying about 12, 13 seconds.
But that's not that bad, really.
It's not bothering the people.
No. Okay.
I don't get lag being in the next move.
No, I'm going to go back and see the live chat. Okay. All right. So we have somebody new that joined us.
But I can't see.
I think.
It says it, but didn't enter the room.
You're so kind. Thank you. I think if you want, you could just use whatever store you like to shop at. And I love apple juice too. I hope it tastes good. It might not be very sweet. We're going to add sugar, so that'll help. Hi, I just got the notification. So good to see you. Hi, Joyce. Welcome to the live stream. So we just, we made dough for little rolls, you know, and that's this. And we're just going to go ahead and in a second, we're going to just cut those in like little small buns, or like, you know, little rolls. And then we have I just baked it is a apple walnut pie, and you can find the recipe on my, the recipe's there, but not how I did it. So you might have to watch the live stream over if you have time, you know. But it's a vegan apple walnut pie. So that's in the oven. And then you're welcome. And then in this pot we have just apple peels and the cores from an apple. And what we're going to do is we're going to strain it now, and we're going to add a little bit of sugar and ice cubes to it, because Al, who's also in the chat, told me that her friend does this little trick where she does this and tries to make apple juice out of it. So since I made the apple pie, I said, well, let's try it. You never know, you know. So this is what I call our little experiment. I just got to get my grabber, my little trusty grabber, because, something fell. But you're still here, so that's good. I get my little grabber for my strainer. This is what I use to make milk with. And we'll go from here and see what happens. Let me make sure I angle the camera. Oh, let's see. Okay. So there's my strainer. Can you see that? Okay, here we're going to put in the apple and the core. We took all the seeds out, by the way, so that we don't get cyanide poisoning or something. I don't really know if that's a thing, but... And... What? What?
Joyce got the notification.
Yes, she got the notification. I'm just going to plug this phone back in because it just fell off my charger thing. Okay, and I'm going to grab the sugar. We're going to try this out. I don't know how much sugar to use. I think I'll test it. So I'm going to toss these. You missed it, Joyce. I was telling him that we have a bear that's been around. So instead of me composting, now we're going to just toss the, compost, because I don't want to necessarily put it outside. What's that, honey? Yeah, and the ground's froze, so. Kind of strange. Vegan, my phone plays a little song when my friends go live. Was a little late this time. Oh. That's okay. Better late than never. That's what I always say. So I'm just dumping some sugar into the pot. I don't know how much, but I can taste it as I go. I'm just going to mix it up. And I'm going to add in some ice, I think. We'll see. I might be doing this wrong, but we'll see what it turns out like. I wish I could share it with you, Alicia, so that you could, and Joyce. I wish I could share it with you guys. Homemade apple juice, like what? That's cool. So there, got my cup. Let me just test it, make sure it's cold. Yeah, it's cold. The color's a little red. Okay, here's to you guys. Here, have a little bit. I give you a little drink. All right, here we go. Oh, that's good. Honey, you want to try a little bit? Well, I'm going to take him a little bit in to try. He's on a computer in the other room. And I'll be right back. Here, try it. See what you think. Okay.
Yeah,
let's see what you think. He's getting his. It might need a little bit more cool.
What is this?
It's apple juice made out of the apple peels and the cores.
Without the seeds.
Without the seeds.
Yeah. Well,
it's actually really good, Alicia. Yes, very good.
Good, but like a diluted.
What's that, honey?
Like a diluted form of apple juice.
I might have put a little too much ice, so if you do this, don't put as much ice as I did.
Watery, yeah.
That's the ice, honey.
Got a nice flavor, yeah.
But it, I'm gonna drink it. You want a little more, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Use the,
1 minute,
vitamins.
guys. Yeah, here, I'll give you some. There you go. Okay. Okay, guys, now I'm all. I got my juice. Thank you so much, Alicia. Try it. It's good. Who would have thought I was going to be making apple juice tonight? Pretty awesome. Okay, I'm just going to wipe this down again. And I got to remember not to touch something that's been on because it gets too hot and it'll burn something. And again, I'm not going to bake these off tonight. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to because I want to save them for closer to Thanksgiving. And then I want to have some left over for another day. So, put this away. Minute, I'll be right with you. Okay. All right, guys, let's see. What do I want to ask Joyce? I wanted to ask her something. Oh, Joyce, is Grandma doing Thanksgiving? Do you know? So we kind of want to know if she's doing that, because that's where we actually first met.
a year ago.
That's where we actually first met Steven, because we were watching Grandma. The apple juice was your experiment of the night. Exactly. And it's good. I should have had a phone to take a picture of it. You know what, I will. I'm just going to jump off this live stream a second and take a picture of it with this phone to put up on somewhere, whether I put it in the community post. There.
Yeah, that's yours.
You see it?
That's pretty good.
There we go. Okay. All right.
Ah, is that your thumbnail for the live stream?
That's gonna be my I don't know. I might put it in the community post, but
Okay.
I already had a thumbnail for the live stream. But all right, next thing to do, we're gonna take this dough out. Let's get back to this. I can get off topic quick.
That's the kind of channel with a whole lot of variety.
Yeah, I just do whatever, you know.
Strange, I see 6 watching, the number's 5, and yet I don't see the people coming in. Does that mean that
I see 6 in the chat. Hey
I
guys.
there's actually 2 people that are actually in here, so how does that work? Get out the
I don't know, but you
Maybe
guys
they're watching
please
and if they
thumbs
don't
up
comment.
and share. If you thumbs up and share, this will get more people to watch our videos. And if you like this, let me know, and maybe we'll do some more baking videos or cooking videos, or Leisha wants music, so we'll do a music night.
They'd like that.
Okay, so I'm just going to take some flour. You guys can't see me, but I want you to see what I'm doing. So, is that better? And I'm just going to roll this out. See, I'm just punching down the dough. I'm just going to roll this out a little bit, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to make the little balls out of them. So I kind of do that just to get the air bubbles out. Malted dough. Punch down that dough. Yeah. Thank you, Malton, for joining the live stream. Mavid, I'm sorry. I said your name wrong.
I don't recognize it.
No, he's new. Welcome to Just an Ordinary Girl. Tonight we baking pie. I have it in the oven, and this here's dinner rolls for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. But actually, I made an extra so that we'll have leftovers too. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to bake these off tonight. I'm going to just roll them up, and I'm going to save them in the freezer and pull them out as I need them. So what you do is you cut the dough in half, sort of like this. No, you didn't. This could be David Malton. Oh, it says, oh. All right, I'm confused now.
You know either, David?
I know me. I know David. Oh, he changed his thing around again. You're always changing channel names. Okay. And I'm just gonna make this into, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the flow on this, guys. Just gonna cut what I think is gonna need to make dinner rolls. Usually I weigh them out, but I'm not tonight. Or maybe I should. Let me go get my scale. Yeah, let's get the scale, and I'll get that going. He's got so many channel names, I don't even know.
I can't tell when they leave.
Okay, so I have a scale, and so what I like to do is weigh them out. I'm going to do about 16 ounces, so a pound, you know, on each one. Can you see the scale? Yeah. All right. So it's tricky. So it's at 3.3. Let me just see. First of all, let me do it the proper way. So in baking, we learned to weigh your dough first. Weigh how much you got. I'm going to write it down. Because if I want to rush through it, then it won't turn out right. So I got to do it the right way. So just weigh the dough. This is 1144. And this side is 1418. So see what I did? I just wrote the weights down. And then what I'm going to do is add them up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 4 and 4 is 8, 9. 2, 1. So it come out to 1, 2, 9, 2. And divide that by 2. All right, so about each piece could be almost 6 ounces, I guess. Normally, I know when we worked in the bakery there, it was like 4 to 5 ounces, but 6 will be all right. It'll be a nice size roll anyhow. And that's all you do. So you go from there. So you add up your weights and then divide it by 2. And then just kind of keep adding on until you get to the amount you want. You can put on and you can take off at the same time. And then I'll set it aside as I go. Losing mom in July was and is hard and painful, so I think this will help people down on their luck and help me with grieving process. Oh, thank you so much, Joyce. I'm sorry that you lost your mom. I'm sorry. If you ever need to talk, you could always write my emails in the about section, and I'll be more than happy to talk with you. So yeah, it is tough. It's a very tough time of year for a lot of people. I lost my mom way back in 2009. And you're never the same, really. I mean, you can always, you're always going to miss her, but I can say it does get a little easier as time goes on. But right now, it's very tough. So I'm just doing this right now, and then we'll see if they're too big of rolls. I don't want them too big, and they might be. I could take a little off of each one. But basically right now I'm going for almost 6 ounces. It doesn't have to be exact. It can be 5, 7, or whatever.
Oh, she will have the family, Helen.
So it says vegan. On a video she did today, she talked about going and getting some things for the family dinner. And thank you, sweet friend, and I'm sorry about your mother as well. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, David. Is it David? Are you David? Yeah, I lost both mine too. Time does heal. Sorry to hear about your family too. Yeah, it is. It's tough. It really is. And there's always, like for me, I know at Christmas time, that's really tough too, because you're always thinking about them, wishing that you could call them on the phone, or, wishing that you could just talk to them one more time, or maybe there's things that you wished you could have said to them when they were here and then they weren't. And it is very tough. So I can tell these rolls are going to be too big. I'm going to cut them down a little bit more after I get pretty much weighed out, then I'll cut them down a little more. Because we were supposed to get about 16 rolls. And this is not 16. It's part of growing up, though. That's true. Prayers to you all and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Thank you, and prayers to you too, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. Everybody here in the chat, and I really am happy that you guys are liking the lives. Make sure you thumbs up and share the video, so it'll help get more people in. But yeah, I did ask if everybody liked live streams, and a lot of them said they did. So. Okay, it's a little too big, guys, but you see, I weighed them out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut those in half. So how many we got? We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to cut these in half. We want them to be nice and small. We don't really want them to be, we want them to be dinner rolls, not hamburger buns. If anybody's new and joining, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for more, and yeah, we can have a good chat. Does anybody have any questions on anything? Maybe you guys can tell me what you guys are having for dinner tonight. I mean, for Thanksgiving dinner. And my hubby, Vegan Musician's in the chat talking to you guys too. Just to keep you entertained.
Sure that you don't get overwhelmed either.
Oh, yes. Yes, because it makes it a lot easier to have.
Stephen goes to the birdhouse and says, and standing there to talk to the people.
Yes.
I guess I'm your mystery man tonight.
Yeah, you're my mystery man. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's a YouTuber that we follow. Hi, Nora.
Hey, Nora.
Thank you so much for joining the live tonight. Let me shut that bell off. Okay. So the pie is coming out, guys. Oh, it smells good. Let me show you. You see the pie? This is the vegan apple walnut pie that I made. That we made together. Okay. And so now what you do is you get a tray and you stick parchment paper down, or anything, wax paper I guess would work too, but you don't want the rolls sticking. They say you could grease it too if you have grease. We don't use any grease, so parchment paper will work for us. Now let's stuff it over to here. Your tongs and tongs. Okay. So there I rolled the rolls, and I'm just going to place them on here, and then I'm going to put these in the freezer. I'm going to cover them with plastic wrap, and we're going to put them in the freezer. This way we'll have them for Thanksgiving. You can make these as big as you want or as small as you want to. It doesn't have to, there's no specific size. The recipe actually had said I would have gotten about 16 rolls. So,
Hey, babe.
yes.
Joyce is asking to hear my song You Gave Life to Me. Do you have it on your channel, or is it on my channel?
They're actually on both channels, so you can hear that. Yep.
Maybe it'll be
It's Yeah, you can give her the link for mine. I mean, for yours or whatever.
Because she watches this now. Do it back and forth.
Well, you can put the link in if you want to put the link in.
Yeah.
So when are you? Wait, Joyce, I have a question. If you want to say, you can. If not, that's okay too. But somewhere. Oh, I think we just read somewhere that you were out helping the homeless, serving them. Oh yes, my honey told me.
The live stream, but I saw it on the comments after.
Oh yes.
I drifted over there for a few minutes.
He went and it was looking at the comments, and he saw you help the homeless. It's really going to be very good. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so. So is that what you do? You go and feed them? Is it like a soup kitchen or something, or?
That's awesome.
See? That's all you do. Just keep rolling and kneading like that. You can kind of tell if they're too big. I'm trying to get them uniform, you know, but weighing them up would be the best thing. If I see it's too big, I'll take some out. Yeah. So Nora, is he still here? I wonder if he's playing any guitar tonight. Nora, anybody in the chat, you guys can go follow each other if you like, or subscribe. So we have Joyce is in there, but I don't think you have a channel, Joyce. And let's see who else we got.
I had to give her the link.
Maven Dalton. I don't think that's him. I think that's David. And then Nora Guitar Channel, he does guitar covers, and it's just so that people can learn how to play guitar. And then we have, let's see, I'm just giving y'all shout outs. We have Al's Epic Family Life, and she does like budget cooking on her channel, and she's a family of 7, and she does all kinds of cool things, trying to save people money. And of course we have Vegan Musician, I can't forget him. He's my husband, and he does all the like music videos and stuff. Like he writes his own music and puts videos up. I'm trying to get him to do more, and maybe one day he will, because he's written a lot of songs, and he plays piano and sings and writes. He was actually classically trained and musician. And me, you know, me, I just do everything. I'm a little bit here and there and everywhere. I'm eclectic. I can't seem to stick with one topic. I try, because YouTube tells you to stick with one topic, and then that would be, you know, and I think that's why my channel doesn't grow as fast. Thank you. David, are you David? Or is it really Malton Dalton? Malton Dalton. Yes, you're David. Maybe if you can type your channel name into the chat there, or give them a link. If anybody wants to put their channel links into the description, we can help each other by growing this way. And then you guys can just click on it and follow.
Did Al leave?
Al, I don't know if she's still there or not.
What I don't see in these is when people leave. I see numbers. I don't see them.
Let's see.
I don't see a notification that this one left or this one arrived. I just see a new.
Yes, I can't really see right now if who's here, but if you guys want, you can stick your channel links in the description.
Yeah. And
we can share each other's channel links. So, David, are you having Thanksgiving tomorrow. Thanksgiving 2 coming up in the UK. I'm not sure how that works. There it is, David Malton covers. Type that in and you will see my beautiful face. I'm very sorry about that too the other day. I was like, oh, I thought my husband said, I think he's talking about the shades behind our backs. And I'm like, no, I think he's talking about those sunglasses. So we like to, so I'm very shy I'm not shy, but I am shy. And I kind of like to wear sunglasses. It kind of helps me to be in front of the camera when I don't really like to be in front of the camera. So that's kind of why we do it. And then since I'm doing it, of course, my husband's going to do it because he's just helping me, get over my shyness. Actually, you can thank him for me even starting YouTube because he's the one that always, he never really pushed me to do YouTube, but he did say that he did teach me how to video, in other words, because he used to video all kinds of things. And so when we first met, he was trying to take a picture of us, and what he did was he ran over to someone's car, right?
The very first meeting.
Very first meeting, he ran over to someone's car in the parking lot, and he stuck the camera right on top of the car, and I'm like, oh no. He did that. It was funny.
We didn't waste any time.
No, we didn't. Okay, guys, so there's what that looks like. So now all I have to do is put these in the freezer. I'm going to cover them with plastic wrap, and then all I have to do is freeze them. And then when you pull them out, you just leave them sit out for three hours, just so they thaw out, and they because they're already proof. They just need to thaw out a little bit. And when you poke your finger in the side, make sure it's it's coming back out at you, and you'll know. Just to freeze them. I'm going to start like this, and then I'm going to put them in the freezer kind of like this. And then what I'm going to do is once they're froze, I'm going to put them in bags. So put them in gallon bags, and then you can take out what you want out of here, and you don't have to eat them all on the same day. You could maybe you want to only bake 4 or 5 of them, or maybe you want to do 10, whatever you want to do. You can bake it as you go, so that's all you have to do. And I'm going to shut the oven off because we're done with that. And we baked our pie. Again, I showed it to you, but I'll bring it back over here. And there we go. And I'm going to see what you guys are saying. So let's see. Like your own roads rolls. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. David. Batch baking greatness. Yes. Pie looks good. Thank you so much. I never made rolls. I would love to, though. Oh, good. Well, it's very easy, and I did it here on the live. You can watch it if you want to go back and watch it. The recipe, though, I have to be honest now, I said it in the beginning, that I got this recipe right offline. Let me see. So here's the recipe. You can screenshot it if you want. It's for garlic herb rolls, but I didn't do the garlic and the herb. I left those out. And but I did get it offline, so this is not my recipe, just wanting to let you know. But the apple pie is my recipe, which was inspired by 2 different people. So the crust was inspired by myquietkitchen.com. So it's not exactly like hers, it's different. And the apple filling was this apple filling was used by the dinner at the zoo.com. And that's what that looks like. And so there you have it. And I thank you all for joining the live tonight. And also, I have to show you one more thing, because some of you might have just came in. But Al's Epic Family Life told me about how to make apple juice out of the leftover apples from the pie. So the peel that I peeled off and the core, we took it and we boiled it down on the stove, and then we, once it cooked, we strained it off and we added sugar and a little ice. And now we have this. We have good apple juice. So this is our little experiment and it turned out really great. You might want to leave a little less ice out because it got a little watered down, but it was delicious. And I guess this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you being here. And thank you to Vegan Musician for talking to you all. I hope to do this again. And yeah, so I guess I'll let you guys say your goodbyes, and we'll see you on the next video. How's that?
I thought it'd say quick bye.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. He and say goodbye to you all too. So this was really nice. I'm gonna throw these right in the freezer as he's coming. Well, they don't fit. So I have to clean out the freezer a little bit before I can do that.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll wait till after the live's over and I'll clean out my freezer. The top is a little crowded.
You
So there he is. Thank you all. Oops, can they see us? Let me put this up.
have to match sunglasses, right?
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah.
See, when the chat comes up there, you can't see, but thank you so much.
Oh, well,
And,
such thing.
We love having you here tonight and watching us bake and cook and talk, and we hope you join us again on another live stream. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Yes, have a nice Thanksgiving. God bless you. Good night, guys. Bye-bye now.